the river mouth, the bears catch only the tasty.
Good evening, DES race fans, friends, family. Welcome to the beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway here with the Legacy Truck Series with DES iRacing. Up in the booth with me is Scott Hodge. Man, Scott, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well, guy. Doing well, man. How do you think this race is going to feel tonight? Do you think Do you think the late night race is going to affect these tires and the trucks out here? What are you thinking?
Man, I think that anytime that we come out here to this race, I mean, it's a fun track and it's under the lights here. Going to have a lot of grip, but it's not going to affect the tires as much as it would be if it was a scorcher out there. But they're still going to have to deal with a lot of tire wear. That right front on this track is going to wear down pretty quick, but I think it's going to be a good one.
All right, guys, we're going to go to grid walk here. At the one position, we got Landon Slagan and Hunter Davis. For row number 2, we got Jerry Bergeron. He's the last night's next gen race winner, and we got Donald Colcutt. All right, in in the 5th position, we got Tanner Honeycutt and Edwin Warren. In the row number 4, we got Aaron Underhill. And starting on the outside, we got Charles Connor. Starting on the inside for row number 5 is John W. Crosby and the Christian Morton. For row number 6, starting on the inside, we got Stephen Luttrell and Brian Souza. Starting in the inside in row 7, we got Thomas Long and one of the guys from TRN, Jonathan Gist. And row number 8, we got Ryan Godfrey. And at the outside line, we got Brandon Hinton. And row number 9, we got Chris Wagner and Riley Wilson. All right, starting in the row 10, we got Jonathan Harrison and Austin Knight. And row 11, guys, we got Cody Benzel and Jacob Williams. And row number 12, we got Max Denda and Sean Dion. And that's the field, guys.
We've got a lot of trucks out here tonight. It's going to be an exciting race, man. Congratulations to Landon Slagan for getting the nap time pole position there. Some of these lap times out there for the qualifying were so close. I think that we're going to have a lot of packs. We're going to have a lot of guys that are going to be fighting together. They're going to split up tonight, and we're just going to have a bunch of little bubbles of fighting there. But looking here, looking at our scoring tree, I mean, we have 29 drivers out there. That is going to be fun.
Well, you look at the pole position. It's 1 and 2 are 15 tenths off, and you got guys running 5s and probably 3 through 6. Do you think that might have the effect on these drivers, or do you just think everybody's just going to go through just perfectly?
I mean, I think here in the early stages especially, we're going to have big groups, a bunch of clumped up people fighting for position and stuff, trying to get into their lines, trying to get any real estate they can. But then after that, I mean, you're going to have some of these top 5s. They're going to get spread out a little bit and be trying to pick each other off, hold what they got, kind of save a little bit of tire. But you're going to see that throughout the field. We're going to have people working all the way from the back to the front. Like, you got the 5 car. He's starting there, and he's P16. Don't expect him to stay back there for very long. You got Ryan Godfrey, P15. He'll end up working his way up into that top 10. But it's not going to be easy, like I said, because these guys are going to get spread out here on a 1.5 mile track.
All right, we're about to go green, guys.
Pace car's down, waiting for the green flag to drop. It is in the air, and here we go.
Here we go racing, guys. Let's go.
Good start. That outside line idiot is going to get the advantage there. He's able to jump up to the front quite early before we even get into turn 1. He was able to take that position away from Landon Slagan.
Back here, running about 7th or 8th, we got a nice little, clean little battle with Ethan Schmidt. Wrecking a little wreck. 73 is
David 73. John Crosby spinning around on the front stretch. Ooh, Brandon Hinton in 5 gets into it. 33 gets into it.
And that's our first. We couldn't even get 2 laps in, guys. We couldn't even get 2 laps in, folks.
Yeah. First lap of the race incident. Going to look at a replay here of the 73, John Crosby. Just gets a little loose there, and then kind of gets a love tap from the 37 from behind.
And I think he
just save it.
I think he was just trying to be able to save it, and then everybody just had a magnet there. Just everybody got. I guess move up just a little bit on that race replay. Get up in the front with those cars up front. I want to see what happened there.
Yeah, 23 got into the 73. The
5 yeah, that 5 and the and then the 33. Ooh. Wow, little hump on the back. Go back just a little bit. Go back on that little hump right there.
Which one is that?
I can't see whose car is that.
Man, boom.
think that's the...
Man, that's unfortunate, but we are going to be under caution here. We have 2 laps in the books of 120 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with DES's Legacy Truck Series.
Hey, Mike, I know you think your truck is totally sick, but this is what I think of your precious 4x4 hang out all day with your stupid friend's truck! Push it!
Burrito run! Who's in? I want to hear that.
You don't have to literally
Let's do
run.
burrito run.
They're eggs on weed, and we all agree they've got no idea where this is going to lead.
I know what they say, but there are benefits to driving high.
Yeah, like focus benefits.
We're keeping it safe.
Wait. We're been focused, man. Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah, because we're doing it right now. We're been focusing. Hello.
Hey, I'm so benefocused that I deserve like a medal or like a crown and a scepter or something with my name on it. Wait, what?
Welcome back, Charlotte Motor Speedway with DES Legacy Truck Series. First caution in the books, lap 1. We are now about to complete lap 4 of 120 here. Remember, Scott, there are no stage breaks here, so these guys are going to have to take advantage of any cautions that come out, and if we do end up going green for a long time, they will have to be able to navigate their way down pit road and stick to their strategies and try and get what they can out of it. The pace car is now off, and we're getting ready to go green.
Green.
88 Hunter Davis gets a good jump back up in that front position.
That
This
21,
is-
got a little bump from the 13 to the 21 there.
This right here is
21 lost
the most
about 2
important
spots.
parts. Got one in the wall in the very back.
That 88 is just trailing. You can just tell how smooth he just rotates it in that corner in 3 and 4.
Lane gets a huge run, able to keep that momentum coming out of 4 on that front stretch.
Can he keep that momentum up on the high side though?
David.
He can. That 90 car is amazing. Landon is taking it. The 88 is just struggling right now.
Well, the 88 is smart. He knows that top line, that the 90 is running. Lagan's up there keeping momentum, carrying huge amounts of speed coming out of corner exit. But Hunter Davis knows that is not where you want to be for a flag run. That's going to eat up that right tire, and eventually he's going to end up having to slow down faster and be off pace.
Yeah, that high side, it takes tears of your tires. You
Charles
only want to
Carter
race.
working on Christopher Morton, trying to make something happen. Christopher Morton not giving him any position there, able to hold him off. And now he's got the 60 of Brian Souza, beer run racer there. He's looking to make a move. I mean, he's sniffing that air right behind him. Going to try and get a run off of one of these exits.
Now look back at that 13. He had a little miscue at the start, and he's making his way back up there a little bit. Now, what do you think if you were a driver right now? What are you thinking? You thinking about saving your tires and just hoping for a caution, or just what do you think that they should be thinking about right now? You think they should just be just thinking about racing, or what?
Right now, it depends on where I'm at on the track. If I'm around a big group of guys. If I'm in the top 10, I'm trying to hold position. If I'm outside of the top 10, I'm trying to use this first little green flag hint here to try and get as much track position as I can before I settle down and worry about saving. I mean, it's a little too early to be pushing it too hard, but I think it's also a little too early to be trying to save in anticipation for a long run. But
We got a great battle going on, 5th through 6th here. They're racing for 5th. Battle between the 32 of Stephen Little and the 92 of Edwin Warren. We got one back here. It's going clean for now, but they've been rubbing a little bit every lap.
Edwin Warren in that 92, he was showing some real speed in practice. I mean, he was up there, I think had the second fastest lap. He was showing that he can consistently run that time. The only difference is going to be here that he's got a lot more lap traffic and he's got a lot more traffic he's got to navigate and try to be consistent while defending and attacking at the same time. But right now he's in 5th. We'll check back in on him in a little bit, and I imagine he'll work his way up. Looking at the 90 of Slagan, I mean, he's put a 3-10 gap there between him and Hunter Davis. Davis, I think, is just trying to play it smart. You can see Slagan has started running a lower line now instead of that high line where he has been running. I think he's kind of realized that he needs to start thinking about tire wear, trying to conserve what he is, or what he's got, rather.
That 92 of that TRN, that's a nice paint scheme. Do you think the TRN racing team has a good little group going right now?
I mean, yeah, they're definitely one of the main powerhouses of in the teams. You know, we do got a bunch of teams going. Ratfink, obviously, we always see them running up front, top 5. I mean, they're getting wins all the time. TRN, same thing. They top 5 always got a TRN driver. We get them winning in here. Both teams, I mean, they have amazing paint schemes. Each team has people that dedicate a lot of time to creating some of these amazing paints. And deliveries on their cars are always top notch. We got Beer Run Racing. You know, we're a big team. We got guys out there right now. We got Brian Souza. He's running top 10 right now, holding that 10th position down. We got the Bayou boys. They're getting bigger. We got just a lot of teams. We're getting the teams are getting bigger. You know, they're all kind of figuring out what they got and where they are better at, which driver is better in which series. And I think we're going to end up seeing that these team points that we have started are going to start getting closer as these teams start getting more settled into their
Yeah, I'm just going to continue on what you were just saying. These small manufacturers, these small teams, what do they have to do to step it up? Like, what do they got to do to rely on TRN?
I mean, you know, obviously, if you're a small team and you've only got 2 or 3 drivers, you're not going to. I mean, it's harder when you only have 2 or 3 drivers compared to a team that's got 9 drivers. You know, because when you come into a series like this right now, TRN, they've got so many drivers out there working together. You got the 88 Hunter Davis, the 92 Edwin Warren, Tanner Honeycutt, Jonathan Geis. I mean, you can only only two of those drivers out of the three that are qualified and reported as scoring team points for this race, only two of them, their points are going to count. So it's a little confusing to explain it without getting into too much detail. But the main thing is, if you got 9 drivers on a team out there right now, they're able to communicate with each other, figure out the best strategy, help each other out, push each other along. And if you're out there and it's just you and one other teammate and that's all you got, so if you are a smaller team like that, I mean, it's the points aren't going to be that much different because you're only counting the top 2 points of the teammates. But at the same time, it helps you when you have more people to work with.
Of course, probably gonna have at least one of your teammates behind you. If you have about 9, that's so spread out. You're gonna be probably about 5 or 4 spots behind them, maybe. But like, it just helps. I mean,
absolutely. We do have the 88 Davis. He is trying to make a pass on the 90. They swap positions there for the length of the back stretch, but Landon Slagan was able to take back that position coming in turn 3 and 4.
And he's still taking that high side. He's still taking that high side. I just don't think it's going to kill him in the long run, you think?
Yeah, I think over time that high side's going to start wearing him down, and he's going to be slowing down a lot because, he's going to have to lift out of the throttle a lot more, maybe even start applying a little bit of brake as that right front tire starts wearing down. And Hunter Davis is able to maintain his line that he knows works and is the long run line and hitting that bottom. But at the same time, the 90's got to figure out if he wants to defend or if he wants to just try and carry that momentum being on that top line.
I mean, you just got that Hunter Davis. He's just been continuing running great laps. It's just that Landon's just taking that high side. He just has a little bit more momentum up there. But you can see it right here where Hunter goes up and he just comes right back down in that backstretch. You can just see it.
Yeah, and I don't think, obviously the 88, they swap positions there. They seem like they're battling, but he is so race headstrong that I think he's only doing what opportunity is presenting itself, and he's not going to push the envelope right here. I mean, there's still plenty of racing. We are finishing up, we are starting lap 24 of 120, so there's plenty of racing here, and he's got enough time.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time. And you think pit strategy is going to be very fluent here soon? Like, if you were a driver, when do you think is the best time to go to the pits? If you're saving your tires, saving your fuel, how long do you think you should be able to run?
I think they're probably going to be able to get 38, 40 laps out of a green flag run. So I would probably look for them to start pitting around lap 30. If I was out there, that's probably where I'd start running. But I'll get more information on that and see when these guys are going to need to pit for fuel and get you an answer later.
Alrighty, well, they're still battling. I think this is the best battle going on so far, but we have a battle between the 1 and the 21 back in 3 and 4 here, battling for the 3rd position. The 3 of the 1 of Gary Virgin, he won the race last night. He made an amazing move last night to win the race.
Yeah.
Well, now, but we got a wreck in the backstretch. We got the 13 of Tanner Honeycutt involved in a wreck. If we could go back and see what happened there with the 13 of Tanner Honeycutt and see why he wrecked there. But I think he just got back up on the, he hit the, and then you got the 82 of, got the Edwin Warren he just ran up to him because the 13 slowed down a little bit because he went back up the apron and tried to come back up. And then someone was wrecking up there. I couldn't tell who that is. But yeah, he slowed down. The guy in front of him slowed down, and 37 of Evan Warren just plowed right through him. We're gonna go in the in-car camera here. You can see where he's just so tight through there, and he couldn't do anything. So he just kept on, and he just didn't expect that car to slow down like that. So you can just see how he's a little loose there in turn 3. I mean, in turn 1, not mistaken. But yeah. Alright, DES, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back in about a minute or so.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon. Which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endured the worst to bring you the best.
Burrito run! Who's in?
You don't have to literally run, do we?
They're eggs on weed, and we all agree they've got no idea where this is going to lead.
I know what they say, but there are benefits to driving high.
Yeah, like focus benefits.
We're keeping it safe.
Wait. We're focused, man. Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah, because we're doing it right now. We're focusing. Hello.
Hey, I'm so benefocused that I deserve like a medal or like a crown and a scepter or something with my name on it.
Wait, what?
Welcome back, DES race fans. Charlotte Motor Speedway Legacy Truck Series just had a caution come out, which I think, Scott, was perfect timing. These guys are able to get about 39 to 40 laps on a green flag run. Their tires, that's about the point that they're starting to get wore down. They're blowing up their pace and everything. So that caution was perfectly timed for some of these guys.
Well, you can just see here. I mean, you got Landon that's back up road number 2, but you got a newcomer up here, Calcutt up here. We lost track of the Hunter Davis. He's road number 2 here, but we're about to go green. Green.
Here we go. Green flag is out. We got the 29 of Calcutt. He seems like he got a good jump there, but the 88 of Hunter Davis, I mean, he said he wants his position back. He gets in front of the 90 of Slagan, and I think it's not going to take him long before we see him make a move. There we go, as I'm talking about it.
Watch the one here. He was taking that inside, and no one was going up down there with him, and he was just out and dry.
Here we go, that 80. He's going to stay there on the bottom. He's going to try and make that line work. Man, that 21 car looks amazing. I love the paint scheme on it. I like the color combination he's got there. I definitely like the Woods Brother 21.
We got a wreck going into the back of 16. 16. Go back to 16 here. Saw it right here.
Yep, we do got somebody driving backwards on track there. See what happened.
Where you can see here is they were checking up in front, and he just
Ooh.
lost control, and
Yeah.
he just plowed right through into him. And what would you do after that little wreck there? You think he has damages that he has to go in?
Well, let's take a look at the replay again, see how much. Right there's not going to be much damage. He does get a little bit sideways. Yeah, he hits that wall pretty hard.
Yeah,
it just depends on how much damage he actually sustained there.
With that little damage and people, now we got to have a little bit of mix-up in the field here. You think that will cause anything going on? You think these little green flag runs and then these cautions are going to cause something with all these drivers?
No, I think that this is going to kind of, these guys got warmer tires, you know, they all just went in, got new shoes on, and they're getting a little slick out there. But now that these tires are going to be warmed up, coming out of this caution, I think we're going to be seeing us go green here for a long time. But
Yeah.
while we are under caution here, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here at Charlotte.
Try to make friends.
Want a Dorito?
Hey everyone! The new containing out Doritos! Doritos?
You make friends.
And there's your beautiful baby.
Any day now.
Really? You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos on my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to do?
I know.
Give me that.
Okay, Jerry, once again, everyone's Doritos have mysteriously disappeared from the break room. Now, I realize this is a workplace, and I don't want to sound like I'm accusing you.
How dare you?
Okay.
That hurts, Steve. That hurts right here. And you know what? I don't have time to sit here and play detective. Some of us have work to do. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Outrageous.
Welcome back, DSI Racing. Getting ready to go green here. Lights are off on the pace car. Kind of got a bottleneck going on. It looks like somebody might have disconnected. Not really sure what's going on, but
Can we see what number that is up there?
that is the 36, I believe. Lights are going to go back on the pace car. We are going to go one more lap around so these guys can get situated back out, man. But, you know, 35 laps down, about to start our 36th lap here under caution. These guys are getting fixed back where they need to be. You excited? You think we're going to go green here again? You think these guys are going to be starting to get set in their groove and knowing when to push it and when to be patient?
Yeah, I mean, I think we will know about 3 to 4 laps in if these cars are good enough. But these little pace laps, I think they're just taking a breather, just thinking about what they should do right now. I think this is good for the drivers right now. This caution, just this extra little long caution that we just had, just between that car just disconnected. We don't know what happened there, but yeah, I think this will help the drivers out. If I was a driver, I would love this.
Yeah, especially, coming out on those cold tires and getting a couple laps in, getting them warmed up. Now we're back under caution here. Hopefully these guys, are able to get spread back out, get into some position, get onto their preferred lines, and we have a lot of fun racing here. I think we're going to see that. Going through the field, though, top 10, we got the 88 of Hunter Davis, the 29 of Calcut. Landon Slagan is in that 90. The Stephen Luttrell in that 37 is in that 4th position. You got Austin Underhill in 4th, and your top 5 is going to be Gary Bergeron. Or that's top 6, rather. The lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go green. You're going to drop down here and go into the pit road, hit that Geico restart zone, and it's going to be on Hunter Davis on when they go.
Green, 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 and we got a little checkup in the behind here with the 29 here.
Yeah, 29 seemed to kind of have a late jump there.
I think it caused some guys back there to slow down a little bit, and you think that will affect these drivers in the back, or you think they're just? I think it's okay though. But what do you think?
Yeah, no, it kind of helped everybody get situated. I mean, you have most of them up here in the front. They're kind of gaggled up, still fighting for position. But if you look from like 8th on back, they kind of got into a solid line there. Going to be able to run their lines and start fighting individually instead of in a pack.
That 90, I know we've been saying it a lot tonight. He loves that outside line, but he's taking the inside here right now.
Yeah, he had a run on Hunter Davis there and went and took that inside, forcing him up to the top, and was able to get that position. But Hunter said he's not through.
No, he's not.
They're
done.
back door to door again.
This great racing, and this is just the first 39 laps. I mean, we got plenty of racing to go, and they're racing this hard already. Just wait until the end of the race, until what we got,
Yeah, these first opening laps after we go green here, everybody's fighting and pushing it really hard, trying to get early position. It's a lot easier to gain position when you got 3, 4, 5 cars stacked up against each other than it is when you can see how we've already split off into 2 separate groups. I mean, look at that gap all the way from
between the 3rd and 4th. That's about a 5/10 gap there. Those
got one
leaders
right
have
on the wall coming into one.
Can we pull up the point standings right now?
Got some guys just hanging out around back, probably biding their time. We got a bunch of people that are back there, got some real speed and it can be contenders up in the front. So I think a lot of these guys are probably just trying to play the long game, be patient. I mean, look at this group we got here. You got battles pretty much everywhere.
You just got a battle between every 3 spots, Like, look at the first and second place. Like, that's been a battle the whole night. There's also been a battle between the 37 and 1. They've been battling it out a little bit between the fighting for 4th. And then Brandon Hinton. He's up there. He was 20th last restart, and he's jumped up about 8 spots.
Yeah, but one thing to note is, I mean, if you look up at the top right of your screen, you can see that track map where it's tracking all of these drivers. You have one big group, then you have a couple blips of individuals that are by themselves trying to catch up, and then you have another massive group tagging along way back. You got one going off track. I'm sure he probably got loose.
He got a little
Shot
loose
down there. That's Christopher Morton, the 82. nice, good, safe rejoin. No harm, no foul, no
harm.
damage.
No, nothing really. He just probably he probably felt it a little bit, but he just got back right in the race. But he dropped about maybe 2 spots, but he didn't really lose as much as I thought he would if he turned it around a little bit. But I was gonna say
losing 2 spots is better than having to go into the pits to get some repairs. So good on him for being able to safely rejoin the racing surface and getting back into the fight.
Of course. You think he'll fill it here in about 10 laps, or do you think that really didn't affect his car any?
Well, you know, once you get sideways, if you spin like that, if you lose traction at all, it heats up those tires. Once you heat up those tires, you've got to kind of try to take it easy for a little bit to cool them back off, or you're just going to be out there driving on ice.
You just got to go warm, cool, warm, cool. You know, you don't want to keep them on one little, you know, you don't want to keep them on heat forever. You know, you got to let them cool down, you know.
Yeah, and we did hear that the 82 got on track, and so that he's got wheel damage, so he is off pace.
We got a wreck. We got a wreck. The 13 is down. The 13 is down.
Ooh, man. Hard into that outside wall.
Could we go back to that? Could we go back there? See what happened here?
Here, we're going to look at Tanner Honeycutt in 13, see what happens here.
I mean, he gets in the wall there and about to get to the tri-oval. Let's see what happens here between Edwin. Did Edwin cause it? No, I don't think he did. Nothing here. He pulled him up a little bit. Yeah, he got up the right bumper of him. Yeah, and then the 76 pull. Yeah.
13 was going back up to the wall, and his teammate, the 92, I think was expecting him to go up a little bit higher, or thinking that he was going to have a little more room, and just accidentally got into him. And
yeah, I think he was trying to expect it. Yeah, that's just, you can't really get mad at your teammate for that. Yeah, y'all were fighting for position, but I mean, you got some. Everybody wants to win here. I mean, I know
we did have up in front, so it's not actually up in front, but it is up in front. If you go back behind the 13, somebody gets into a wreck. Coming into turn 3, it looked like after that happened. So we stay focused on the, like right there. Who is that? That's the 07, 97?
That's Jacob Williams. And
see what happened with him.
I think, can we get an in-car on him? Can we get an in-car on the 7?
Oh, the 46 just, they're wrecking up front.
Yeah, and he had to slow down, and that he just flew right through him. That 45.
Yeah, that 46 just
46, mistaken. Yeah, that Riley Wilson. He just
we call that,
right
folks,
there.
ARCA braking. That's fun. So,
but yeah, you can see it here.
This is the view from the 46. Man, I mean,
loses it, and he stays it on the gas there.
You can hear it. You can look at his RPMs. He's 65, getting up to 7,000. Once he sees this, he does let off. He gets down to about 6,000, but it was a little too late, and he kind of had nowhere to go.
Yeah, a little too late, but you see that the 46 was a little bit involved. But now we got a shake up in the field for the top 10, and here the top 10 here. We got the 21 Aaron Underhill here, and the number 2 Landon Slagan. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants, and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed. If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
Hey everybody, we're live back at Charlotte Motors Speedway, and now we're starting about to start the fit. When they get to the checkered, we're gonna have about 71 laps to go.
Yeah, getting close to that over halfway. Once we reach lap 60, got 10 laps remaining before our halfway point here, and we do have a new race leader. It is going to be the 21 of Austin Underhill with Ryan Godfrey on his outside. Ryan Godfrey, Brandon Souza, Cody Benzel. Those three guys are all beer run racing drivers.
Look for the
Gonna
7. Look for the '07 here because he got involved in a little wreck here. We got a little, yeah, a lot of people out of line here. The 90 of Landis Lagan is back in the back here. Let's see how that car rolls in the back because he has been at the front all day. See if this dirty air is going to affect him at all. But that 21, he's the biggest move of the day. He's first right now. That Snapchat car is going through the infield here. I don't know what's going on with that car, but other than that, the 21 is looking good. He's got about 6/10 of a lead, but it's going down about 5 here. But other than that, we got good, clean racing, and that's all. Never mind, we got somebody in the wall. Can't tell who that is, but the 5 is passing the 23 here, back in 10th place here.
got lots of battles still going on. Everywhere throughout the field. Got the 48. That is not Max Denda. That is actually Dad Denda tonight.
And you can
hanging
just
out in the
look.
back, just enjoying the ride.
You can just enjoy just looking at that 90 car. He was in the back he was about 5th place, and now he's back up to 3rd. You can just tell how good that car is.
What is it? Say that again. Let's go back and we're going to take a replay look here at that restart and see exactly what happened. There was a big bottleneck. Everybody kind of, got kerfuffled around and all cattywampus on track. So let's see what happens. The restart goes and, it looks like the 29 actually spun some tire. Maybe. So the rules within DES follow the rules within NASCAR series is you are not allowed to change position or get out of line until after you cross the start finish line. And if we are looking at what he's got going on there, I'd be curious to see his in-car view and see if he spun and went on the outside, or if maybe he just hopped out of line. And if he did hop out of line prematurely to try and get some position, then that's going to end up being a penalty enforced on him. So that's unfortunate. But, we do get a lot of new drivers that come in here every week, and a lot of them, they might not fully understand the rules that we have here. And so it's one of those kind of learning moment for some of these guys. But as we're watching back live here, we do have the 90 of Slagan back up in front.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get you back on that.
The 21 Austin Underhill, he was running up front, and he's He's off pace a lot. He's shuffled all the way back to 4th.
And look back at 8th here. Hunter Davis is in dirty air, and after that, he's just been going back. He started 6th at the restart at the last caution, and now he's back to 8th. Do you think he can get back up there in the next couple laps, or do you think he's going to keep on falling back?
Absolutely. I mean, as you see, we've got 1 lap left before we hit our halfway mark, and you see how much has happened on track already, where people have shuffled in, where people started, where they're at now. There's still a lot of racing left. It's too early to try and call anything. And a driver like Hunter Davis, I mean, being shuffled all the way back into 8th place, I mean, he might be biding his time. He might be trying to save. I'm not really sure exactly what he's got going on, but I know whatever it is calculated, and we'll see him back up towards the front before the end of the race.
Yeah, he's the 90 has a little bit of lap traffic coming up here. The 37 might be able to catch him here during the lap traffic, but it might help the 90 be able to get up there and get some more clean laps going.
Yeah, the 90 could either get off pace trying to get around this lap traffic, or he could use it to his advantage to help slow down Stephen Luttrell, who is behind him. We'll just have to see what happens when he gets up here. But, I mean, these guys they're not really getting away from each other. They're not fighting each other at the moment, but we look here, Stephen Luttrell, 4/10 off of the leader, and it doesn't seem like that gap's really getting much bigger. Got some fighting back here. About 46, the 23 of Thomas Long. They are fighting for position directly behind Brandon Hinton in that 5 car. That 5 was involved in a wreck earlier this evening. I'm not sure what position exactly
he was at.
He started in.
He was about 22, 21, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he's on the come up. But other than that, I think that we still got plenty of racing to go. We can't determine what's going to happen, but the best car out here is probably that 90 car, in my opinion. We got someone in the wall back there.
Yeah, it seems that we might stay green here.
We're gonna stay green here. But that 90 car and the 88 car are the 2 best cars out there at the moment. But the one in that 88, Hunter Davis, ever since that start at the last caution lap, he's been just trailing. He's started 6th, now he's back to 9th. But we got plenty of racing to go. But the 37 is backing down the 90.
Absolutely, yeah. We pitted around lap 30. We're sitting at lap 66. We have had some cautions come out, so fuel isn't as big as if we would have went 30 laps of green. These guys are going to be able to get about 40 laps on a full tank of green flag racing. So I think we're probably going to start to see some of these guys come down pit road here pretty soon.
I think the people will be coming in the pits about lap 72 to 79. If my math's right here, but I think some people might be saving here so they can go a little longer, but I wouldn't be doing that at the moment right now.
Yeah, at this point, I think that might be what some of these guys are doing. They've been being able to push out as many laps as they can, especially because of the cautions. But I do think that we're lap 60 to 65 is when I'm banking that these guys are going to be coming in. But I mean, there's no way to tell. These guys might have a pit strategy going on that they want to stick to. You know, some of these guys will stick to it and won't waver from it. Some of them have to adjust, and we're just going to have to see what happens here. As
Yeah.
37 is caught up to Landon Slagan here. We talked about him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was carrying some really good speed. He was about 4.5 tenths, 5 tenths off the leader. And now look at him. He's 1 tenth, 1.5 off.
Yeah, you can tell that 90 car, I think his tires or something's going up, because every time he goes over to the high side, he's getting a little loose down there now. See, he's going down to the inside line, and he hasn't been doing that line all day.
As we do here, coming to lap 70, there are cars that are calling to start their green flag pit cycles. So we will be seeing guys come in, get some new tires, get some racing fuel put in. It looks like that is going to be the 46, I think. Yep, that is the 46 of Wilson. He's going to be pitting. I imagine that call out is going to trigger a chain of events, and these guys are going to start trickling down in there. See what these leaders are going to do.
Yeah, we got the Austin Knight going down the pit road. I think that was the guy right there.
Got the 20 of Calcutt. He elected to go on pit road on lap 70. We are at lap 71. These leaders, you know, if I was in the 37's position, if I was Stephen Luttrell right now, I would be fighting that hard with the 90. I would, coming out of coming into turn 3, I would be preparing to do my pit cycle and try to undercut the leader. Right now, he's in the perfect position. He gets on the inside of him right here. I would try to undercut. I would go into the pits, get some new tires, get some more fuel, and the 90's actually in a better position.
We got a yellow.
Ooh, caution is out.
The caution is out. Let's see what happened here at the caution. Let's see what caused this caution. Could we go back and see that?
Yeah, we are gonna look for the replay, see what happened here. Got the 46 coming off of pit road. Did he loop it coming off? No, he's good.
I don't think it was him.
Yeah, caution is out now. There was the pace car.
Yeah, we don't know what happened here. I don't know
We'll
what
go
caused
to
it.
a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon. Which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endure the worst to bring you the best.
Make up for case study videos, but like actual humans with emotions and kidneys. So there you have it. The Sour Patch Kids proved once again that you can buy the legal system with sweet advertising dollars.
I just had your case's worst nightmare, and it was me.
Are you single? Missing your friends this Valentine's Day? From the makers of Sour Patch Kids, Reverse Cupid!
What's up? I'm Reverse Cupid, and I'm here to help you get your friends back. So they can spend time with you on Valentine's Day.
Becky?
Instead of this guy.
Hey!
Thanks, Reverse Cupid.
Call Reverse Cupid. That's 619-563-96. Time is running out.
First, they're sour. Then, they're sweet. New Sour Patch Kids Tropical. Sour, sweet, gone.
Is he looking? Yes. He's so cute. Let's do this.
First, they're sour.
Welcome back, Charlotte Motor Speedway with DESI Racing Legacy Truck Series. Going to be going green here in just a minute. We are on the back stretch. Lap 75, about to be in the books here out of 120. Looking at our race leaders, row 1, we have Landon Slagan sitting in the P1 position. His outside is going to be Stephen Luttrell in that 37. Row 2, you got the one of Gary Bergeron, Christopher Morton in the 82. Row 3, 21 Austin Underhill, John Crosby 73. The row 4, 88 Hunter Davis, Brian Souza in that 60. Brandon Hinton, who has made his way back up towards the front in that 5 truck, and 23 of Thomas Long, who's been showing some real consistency tonight. And here we go. We are going green. 90 gets a good jump there. 37 is going to be able to cycle in and get right up underneath behind him. 73, John Crosby making a good move, working his way on the bottom. He's got the 21 of Underhill right on his bumper. These guys fighting for position. You got 21, 73 trying to, battle it out right here. Right now. I prefer that high line. That's the line that I like to run. I run that line usually until my tires start to get wore out. Then I like to try and shuffle it to the middle if I can. But yeah, as you see, all these drivers, they're going to be getting lined up, getting to where they can run their preferred line. They're not having to battle as hard. They're able to run where they want and not get pushed around too much. '88 Hunter Davis was in P9 when that caution came out. All these guys went down, got some new tires, got some new fuel, and he's made his way back up into 6th, trying to battle his way back into the top 5 and hopefully work his way back up into the front of the pack here. Luttrell working that bottom side, trying to see if he can get anything going on Slagan, but doesn't seem like he was able to make it happen there. Another thing about this track is you can see people battling for a single position for laps. I mean, we're talking, you can work on a pass on somebody, some door-to-door driving, getting beside them in a turn, coming back out into the same position on the straights for 10 laps. It seems like passing people here takes forever. It takes patience, and that's one thing you have to have here when you get into those situations is patience. And I feel that that's where a lot of these incidents come in. You get a lot of people trying to push it too hard. That's why we see them getting into the wall there a little bit, just pushing too hard, trying to get everything they can there. And I mean, 81 laps out of 120. We still got plenty of racing. 40 laps to go. Just need to let's calm down. Let's get these long green runs going and have some fun. Not seeing a whole lot of action going on out there right now. Got the 37 still trying to make a move on the 90. Go ahead. Let's see if we can get a turn it up moment on the 37. We'll go into his car. We'll listen to that and listen to just how he manipulates that throttle and how he treats this truck while he's trying to battle with the leader. Now we got some good battles going. The 37 was finally able to make that pass on the 90. Let's see if he's able to keep it. Sagan's dropping to the bottom, trying to get that spot back. But right behind him, I mean, we got third, fourth, and fifth battling each other out. Changing positions back there. Got the 88 Hunter Davis. He is flying out there. He's trying to get a 2-for-1 special, you know, buy one, get one free. If he can make a pass on these two guys, I mean, he's going to have a lot of open track and clean air getting up to the 90, who seems to be off pace a little bit. What do you think's going on there with him?
I think that high line is not helping him out anymore. It's not being forgiving anymore up here. You see that he's going in that 2 and 3, going in the inside liner in turns 3 and 4. I just don't think that high side is not going to help him out anymore.
Yeah, and now we're looking at the 32 Jonathan Geist. I mean, that guy, he throws out some wild paint schemes. I mean, he's done the paint scheme on the car he's running now. I mean, he just does some really good work. But now you see the 88. That Slagan, I'm not sure. I think you hit it right on the nose. That top line has gotten his tires worn down. if we can maybe spot it when we come into turn 3, I think he's lifting off throttle a lot earlier than the rest of these guys have been, just to stop himself from washing up. It's really hard to see, but sometimes you can see that fire.
21 got hit about in the behind the 90 here. Just a little bit of bump, just nothing, just a little love tap out there. But yeah, you can see that. You can tell that he's just lifting just a little bit over slightly, just a little bit, so he can get that car down the inside line. But
yeah, Hunter Davis, the driver that we were talking about here recently, about being shuffled back and having to work his way back up from being outside of the top 10.
But he went into the wall. He went into the wall a little bit. But I think he's just fine out there. But I think that might affect him in the long run. But I think these lappers up in front here are going to cause a little scramble out here. Just going to bunch up the field a little bit, make the leaders have to work for it, you know.
Yeah, these guys sounds like they're starting to get a little impatient on track as these tires are wearing down. We've seen them all go in and pit around lap 70. We've got about 25 laps on these tires. That's usually around the breaking point to where you got to be really careful on them.
Yeah, laps 25 through 30 is when you want to be cautious with them. But 30s, you're 30, 35, you're like, you got to be really, 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 really like careful. But 40, if you're driving with...
Seen some 3 wide action.
Yeah,
here.
3 wide, maybe 4 wide going in there. We could have got a 4 wide. Here we go. We got still 3 wide racing.
It seems a little out of character for what we've seen with the 90 truck. He's got some real speed tonight, and he's just getting freight trained out here. I mean, he's shuffled all the way back into 7th in the matter of just a handful of laps.
Yeah, I just wish I could hear what he's saying, you know?
It does sound like we are getting some takers on pit road. Our leader, the 8800 Davis, he's going down pit road.
We actually have a car. We actually have a car at the middle of the tri-oval that is stopped. That is the 29 of Donald. You see there, he's just sitting there. I don't know what he's doing.
Sitting there in the area of the front chicane. I'm not sure if he had to disconnect or what happened, but we did see him go ahead and tow into the pits. Don't know if he got wrecked out and had some damage. Caution did not come out.
Yeah. I don't think the risk control here is gonna cause. Oh, we got a little going of the 50, 58. I'm pretty sure in the wall there. But I think he's just fine. He's slowing up. Just we got a big old wreck.
Down
the leader. Oh my gosh, he came back down. Now he's into the wall at the pit. Can we go back and see what happened there?
Yeah, let's go back, take a look at what driver was that and what happened.
Also, could we get a in-car camera on that wreck here on both drivers, please?
Is that the 57 that?
I think it was the...
I'm not sure. Who?
I think it was the 67. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that was wild. Here's the 67. 67's been out for a while, I believe. Yeah, so lock onto the 37 and back it up, because he was the one that ended up getting hit during that, and that'll show us exactly what happened. So here we see, there we go. You see him, he hits the wall up there, and then just was not clear and was trying to come down track. Did not. Is that the 58? I don't even recognize that truck.
56. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he just comes down track. Did not. It's
58. That's the 58. Can we go in car on the 58, please?
Ooh, and yeah, then he hits that. Yeah, I believe he was trying to get down
Yeah,
to pit road.
he was trying to get
was
down,
not
and I
clear.
just don't think he was on the right. Yeah, I think he was so confident that no one was there, and he didn't have time to get back down and pit. So this is going to bunch up the field because you got a lot of
more issues trying to get on pit road. The 3 was calling to go on pit road, and seems like somebody was holding him up.
If
to where
you
he
were a
couldn't get
driver and you couldn't get down at the time that you wanted to pit, what would you do at that time? Would you
Take another
wait
lap.
another lap? Yeah, you got to take another
another
lap.
lap. I
You
mean,
can't risk it and just go down. You gotta, you gotta be known that you're gonna be able to go to pit. You can't just rely on somebody else to let you up and let you pit, because not a lot of people are gonna let you do that because they're trying to race for a win here. And
23.
and the 23 goes into the 3 here. Let's go back here. I think he just. Can we see his in car there? Because I want to see what his RPMs were.
Not sure. Man, that's unfortunate.
That just ended the day for the 23 and the 3. I think that's gonna bunch up the field there. I mean, the 88 are one of the favorites to win here. Got wrecked too. Just all the leaders that have been at the front all day, and the 90 and 88 got together.
Yeah, that's our potential leaders. I mean, they pitted early, so as everybody would have made their way through the pit cycle.
I think they were just a little bit faster than everybody, and they just had better tires, and they were just checking up. But
man, it's a big hit on the 90.
I feel so bad for the 88 and 90. They were up there all day, man.
Yeah, but caution is out here. Let's go ahead and go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. getting ready to go green here. Lights are off on the pace car. We do have a familiar face up here at the front. Going to be starting on the outside in P2. You got the 5 of Brandon Hinton. I told you early on in the race, man. Do not, count him out.
Yeah. I mean, look at Jerry. Look at Gary Bergeron. He's been staying consistent up in that top 5. Like, whether he's going back in 10th and then coming back down to like 4 or 3. But other than that, you got the past leaders in 13th and 14th here. Let's see how good those cars are. See if they can get up to the field. And the 21 of Underhill here, he was up there at the beginning of the race here, about lap 47, 48. But through the field, 1 through 10, they're all on the lead lap. But 11 through 16 are a lap down. And you see that the best battle right now is that 14th position, fighting for 13th here between Hunter Davis and Little, the 37 car. But that Hinton is up to 3rd here, and Gary Vergion is up to 2nd. So we got about 17 laps to go.
We got 11 laps to go.
All right, sorry.
120.
Yep. Sorry, my bad, guys. We got about 11 laps to go. Sorry about that.
It's all good. I have a hard time with math 98% of the time.
It wasn't
the other
math
6%
part.
of the time I'm good.
I was looking at the laps here, and I got so sidetracked that we were at lap 110, and last time I looked, it was 105. So I just was very mistaken. But we all mess up. There's everybody that in there. So we see it. Look at that one. Look at that one just hugging that line there. Personally, he was my favorite at the start. I know I've been talking about the 88 and the 37, but he won last night in the next gen. I know I talked about that plenty of times, but I think if you have that, you have a little bit of momentum. I think he's got a lot of momentum tonight.
I do got to say, the 21 is in quite a pickle. He has to decide who he wants to try to defend his position from. The 1 or the 5, both trucks are fast, have been fast all night, and he's got to try and make that truck 3 lanes wide here. He seems like he's doing a good job so far, but I'm afraid that when we got to reckon.
We got to reckon in the. Who was that?
There's a 3 of John. Hold your brakes, man.
You got to hold him there. I think that was the 57.
Like
the 57. Man, number 3 is wrecked again. Wow. Oh, Hunter. Oh, look at Hunter. He got out of that. I think he pushed him up a little bit. You see there. It got him up on the bumper.
57 got loose. He had nowhere to go.
Once
that contact was made,
he couldn't do anything about that. But yeah, that
Absolutely,
57 just got a little loose. Yeah, I see that his front just got a little loose there. But 88, I think he still has got a good chance, I think. But the 1 is now in 3rd here. We got a good lineup going. We got the 21 of Austin Underhill. We got the Hinton of the 5 car, and Gary Bergion of the 1 car, and the 83 of the Elias, and number 5 of Morton. And pace car is still going, so we're gonna go to a commercial break.
Agent State Farm?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cut. Hey, Arnold, I'm hearing neighbor. It's neighbor.
That's what I said. Neighbor.
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 Hey, let's go again.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cut.
Now what?
It's neighbor.
Neighbor!
Cut.
Neighbor. Yeah, neighbor. Just like it's written on the paper. This lady is in labor!
Cut!
Look at this. This is labor. Like a good neighbor. That was the sheep. And you know it.
It's like you're cold. Brr.
Yeah, I'm cold. Bah. Neighbor.
Still no.
Like a good neighbor.
Cut.
Burr. Bah. Burr. Bah. Burr. Bah.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Burr. Bah.
Burr.
Bah! Get me under this chopper.
It's pronounced chopper.
Don't.
It is.
Neighbor! A little bit more concealer.
Hey, Arnold. Got a bit of a script change.
Script change.
Mm-hmm.
I was muted. My bad. Welcome back. Welcome back. Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are gonna be going green here soon. Gonna have 5 laps to go. Brandon Hinton sitting in that P2 position on the outside. Scott, that is where I would want to be in this situation. I know being first coming here on this green flag, it seems like you have the advantage because you get the jump. But I would, with 5 to go, I would want to be on that outside. I know that that's where I could carry the momentum as long as I get cleared and can get a good start here.
Yeah, we're going green right now. Green. We got 5 laps to go here. We got the 5 of Brandon Hinton. He's gonna see if he can take up the. Here we go. He's taking the middle line. The 1 of Gary Bergeron is gonna be see if he can get that high side up here. The 21 also Underhill. He's doing great so far up there. He don't have to block right now. He's just running his own race up there. But the 83, he's trying to make a move and try to pass that 5 car of Brandon Hinton. But the 1 is he's got to block the 5. But I think now the 5 is going to take the inside, but I think that high side is going to get a little run off the 3 and 4. Yeah, he's got that little run, but that inside is going to have that opportunity to get a little bit of draft off of that. Just you're going to see if you can slow him down, but that 1 is just amazing. We got a little bunch up in the back between 5 and 6, but we're staying green here. We got 3 laps to go. We got 2 laps to go when we come to green. When we come to check flag. We got 2 laps to go here, and yeah, we're just gonna see here what's going on. That 21 car is just pulling away. He's just cruising up there. He doesn't have to. Yeah, here we go. If it's now, you got to make a move here. You got 2 laps to go when you come back. But that 1 car, we got.
The caution is out. Why is there a caution out?
I did not see what happened here. We got a caution. We got a very late caution. But could we go see what happened? Oh, the 48 of Max.
48. That is going to be Dad Dinda.
Dad
Goes up into
Dinda with the dude wipes, man. That paint scape is clean. He just went up there. That
Gets
33
into the
just,
33 of Benzel.
yeah, that Benzel, he just ran right through him. But so, yeah.
That's going to bring us to our first green-white checker overtime start here of the night at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the DES Legacy Truck Series. We'll go to a quick commercial break here, and we'll be right back with more action.
Hi there, I'm Denise St. Clair, and I am so excited to introduce my co-host for today's exciting event. Former champion of the Albuquerque Open, it's Monica Blake, everybody.
I'm thrilled to be here, Denise. Why don't we get started?
Absolutely.
So no one wants to play with dirty equipment. That's why you have to keep your balls clean. Problem is, bar of soap just doesn't cut it. See? Still dirty.
Well, how can guys clean their balls so that they're more enjoyable to play with?
Well, there's finally a tool that can really get the job done. The Axe Detailer. Cleans your balls. Why don't we start with these small balls? With a soft side for lather, and a rough side for scrubbing, this can make any ball sparkly and new. Go ahead and play with those clean balls, Denise.
Wow. Could play with these balls all day. Let's see if the audience has any questions.
You there.
Can it clean these filthy balls?
Throw those fuzzy suckers down here. Look. Cleans right through the prickly surface.
What about my ball sack?
Just plop it right here and let's get to work. It's a big ball sack.
Monica, it looks like we have time for one more demonstration.
Come out here, Mr. Hackerman.
Monica, can you help me with these dirty balls?
Hank, the Axe Detailer offers such a crazy clean. It can even clean your old balls.
Wow. They look like new.
Incredible. There really is no nook or cranny that thing can't clean. You are a true champion, Monica. If you've got dirty balls that need cleaning, call now and you can get a free detailer. Or just visit the Axe Shower Gel aisle in your closest retailer.
And welcome back to DESI Racing Legacy Truck Series here. We are about to go green with our first attempt at a green-white checker. We do only get 2 attempts at the green-white checker in this Legacy Truck Series. We have 3 laps to go. These 3 laps are going to be exciting. These drivers are going to be pushing, battling it out. Let's hope that we can finish off.
For the 83 and the 82 to make a move here. I think they have the biggest chance. See, there you go. The 83 is making a move here. The 5. There we go. The 5 is...
That 5's going to have to block the 93 and the 1 at the same time. Going to try and make his truck 3 lanes wide like the 21 was having to do earlier, trying to hold on to that position that he's got. Coming into turn 3 here, we are going to have 1 lap to go this time by. A white flag is going to be in the air. Once that white flag comes out of the air, as it does now, the next flag to come out is going to be the checker.
Yeah.
If we get a caution here, that's the race. These guys are going to be finishing where they're at.
Whoever is in the lead at that flag that's who's going to win. So here we go. We're going into turn 3 now.
A good battle for the podium here.
For the podium.
Brandon Miles.
And we got someone in the wall a little bit. Now he's coming up. But
Jonathan
the winner,
Geis, he's flipping through the air.
Jonathan Geis is in the
Oh
air.
my God.
But our winner, the number 1 car, Boston Underhill. And the number
20. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, the number 2, Brendan Hinton, and number 3, Gary Bergeron. You can continue from 4 to 10.
And that was crazy, that flip right there at the end. I mean, let's see what happens there. Pushing. Gets into the wall a little bit, comes out, and just loose and back up into traffic and just bing. But that's going to do it for our race. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys check back in at 10 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be doing the premier truck race here on DES iRacing. I hope to see you guys there. See ya.